13th day of a revolt that has shaken the government of Egypt. The news today was a little bit of political theater. Vice President Suleiman, the public face of the government right now, held a meeting with a number of prominent citizens and some members of the opposition, including, in a historic first, members of the outlawed Muslim Brotherhood. Mr. Suleiman, the chief of the intelligence services here, has spent decades hunting and chasing down the Brotherhood, and this was their first meeting face-to-face. Afterwards, he put out a statement saying that he'd reached a new consensus with members of the opposition that would guide the path forward towards democracy. Everyone else in the room left with a very different impression. The Brotherhood and opposition leaders said nothing of the kind had happened, and they reiterated their demands for Mr. Mubarak's immediate ouster to try to rebut the Egyptian government's assertion that they were moving forward with a resolution of the crisis. The young organizers who actually started this revolt with a rallying cry on Facebook came forward publicly for the first time today.
Well, the strategy is that we're continuing with our revolution, and we're with staying there in Tahrir Square until the government looks into seriously considering the demands, because all what happened until now is just maneuvers, political maneuvers, not more.
They turn out to be a group of kind of scruffy young professionals, doctors and lawyers in their early 30s, and they again said the protest is not going anywhere. We're going to redouble our efforts with more protests around the country, and more than 100,000 people once again filled Tahrir Square to keep the protest going.
This is Rob Harris for the New York Times in Cairo. Protesters today vented anger at the American support for the Egyptian government. Some insisted they began this revolt, and the White House does not get to decide its outcome.
ودي حاجة بتاعتنا احنا، وده دي بلدنا، ما ينفعش يكون ولا أوباما ولا أمريكا ليهم أي تدخل معانا خالص.
Others were disappointed.
نحن كنا نأمل من الأمريكان وهم يرفعون شعار الحرية دائما وأنهم مع الشعوب أن يقفوا بجانب الشعب المصري ولا يقفوا بجانب هذا الطاغية.
Still others saw American support for their cause as a liability, bolstering the state's portrayal of the protesters as tools of foreign powers.
Barack Obama being against our agenda here is something good for us, because this will eliminate this, these rumors.
First of all, it's not the American government's decision. Will the people in this square be ready to wait till September? That's the question. I don't think they're ready to. And the longer it's going to take, the uglier it will become.